Hello and welcome to this week's video. Today we are going to be talking about our rankings and why we're not on page one and how you can avoid making the same mistake that we made. So to start off with, as you guys know from our previous video last week, we're not actually ranking on the first page for our brand name, and for an SEO company that's quite funny. So why are we not ranking on the first page? It comes down to two things. Number one, the site is relatively new. It's only about 4 or 5 months old. And number two, the site just does not have enough authority to compete with, the other players on the first page like Google. And you've got Search Engine Land here, you've got Moz. You've got some big names on the first page. So in order for us to compete with these big names, we're going to have to step it up. And, ever since I started the site, I haven't actually put a lot of effort and focus into it. That's about to change because I can't have us not being on the first page. I think that's ridiculous. So we need to, do something to get onto the first page. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be bulking out the site. If we take a look at the website right now, the content is very thin. We've got a homepage, with I'll put a video up. We've got a what we do page, we've got a services page, we've got a contact page. Within the services pages, you've got another 2 pages. But I mean, all in all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe like 6 pages in total. Plus our London SEO page as well, so maybe like 7 or 8. So there's about 6, maybe 7, maybe 8 pages that are actually indexed with throughout the whole site. And of course, it's below 10 for starters. It's below 20. It's below 25. So what I'm going to be doing in the next few months is pushing out content. I'm going to create a blog, and I'm going to be pushing out content weekly on that blog to build up the pages. That's number one. We don't have enough pages. Number two is the fact that we don't have all of our socials registered. There's still a few here that we can register. That's really going to help us boost our authority in Google's eyes. And unless Google sees that you're getting links from these high authority websites, even if they're no follow links, they're not going to trust your brand because there's no authority. It's a brand new website, So in order to build that authority, we need to build links. It's really that simple. And the best way to build authority is to actually, have sites with high authority linking to you. Now, number 3, in the 2-part series of why we're not ranking for our brand name, is the fact that we don't have any citations, or we don't have the main citations set up for our business. So if we take a look, we don't even have a listing on Google right now. We don't have one on Hotfrog, which is a big UK one. If we take a look at Moz, they have a citation by category list, and whatever type of business you're in, you can take a look at the citations your business actually needs. And citations are crucial because they tell Google that you're an actual business, you're established, and that you're operating. So if we click on advertising, we're going to get the top citations that we should have registered. So we're on Yellow Pages, we're on Facebook, we're not on Manta, I guess this is the same thing. We're not on BBB. We're not on Super Pages. We're not on Simply Hired, MapQuest. We're on Yelp, but, out of all of this, we're probably on 3 of them. So what I'm going to be doing in the next following few months is, building out the site, the content on the website, making sure that all the socials are registered, and making sure that we have citations pointed to the site. And I'm also going to be doing some stuff in the back end in terms of, schema markup and that sort of stuff, maybe improving the site speed a little bit as well. I don't think that'll have a massive impact, but these 3 things right here, the links, you know, the social links, the citations, and then the content is really, you know, going to be the main driving force. And we'll see what happens in the next like 3 or 4 months. If the site doesn't rank, I'm going to be potentially thinking about changing the business's name, because I can't have that. You know, obviously it needs to rank, but I'm pretty confident that I will be able to get it ranked. We'll just see what happens. It'll be interesting to see as well, because you know, there are some big sites on that first page. So if we take a look, you've got Google on here, you've got Moz. So it's not going to be easy, but I think with the content, the social signals, and then the citations, you know, name, address, phone number, all of that good stuff, I don't think it should be too much of a problem. If it is, like I mentioned, gonna have to change the brand name, but hopefully it won't come to that. So I wanted to sort of go through, you know, how to actually properly select a brand name before you actually purchase one. So one thing that I'd recommend is, if you're going to start a brand, try to buy a domain that has expired or is expiring. The reason why you don't really want to start from a brand new domain is because you're going to take a lot longer to actually establish the trust in Google's eyes. So by starting off with a domain that has a little bit of trust, you're going to make it a lot easier on yourself. Number 2 would be, you know, taking a look at, you know, who's actually on the first page. I made that silly mistake, and you know, now I'm having to sort of play catch up to actually get our site on the first page. So taking a look at the first page is crucial. Number 3 would be, type in your brand name into Gnome and see like which social profiles have been taken up, which ones are available. If they've all been taken up, then you don't really want to go for that, because someone else is using your brand name. So choose something else. But apart from that, that is pretty much it. I hope that advice helps. I hope it stops you from making the same mistake that I made. And yeah, we'll see how the site performs in the next, you know, 3 to 4 months. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. We'll have a more detailed one next week. But for now, my name is Volkan, the founder of Clicks from Search, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.